From examination point of view, let us discuss what are the major differences between mitosis and meiosis. We have already discussed mitosis in detail, but let us discuss the basic differences between mitosis and meiosis. The first major difference is mitosis occurs in both somatic cells and reproductive cells. So here mitosis is occurring in both type of cells. You all know that what are somatic cells? Somatic cells are your body cells, right? All the body cells of a body are somatic cells, and the reproductive cells are the germline cells of a body. So remember that somatic cells are all the body cells except for the reproductive cells, and reproductive cells are the germline cells of the body. So mitosis occurs in both types of cells. It occurs in somatic cells also, and it occurs in reproductive cells also, means germline cells also. The cells which are responsible for the formation of gametes, right? What do germline cells form? They form gametes, and these gametes for females are egg, or we call it as ova, and for males it is sperm, right? So remember, somatic cells are all the body cells of a body, and reproductive cells are the germline cells of a body, and these germline cells form the gametes. Gametes means egg or ova in case of females and sperms in case of males, right? So mitosis is occurring in both type of cells, but this meiosis, remember, meiosis occurs only in case of reproductive cells. So remember, meiosis occurs only in case of only reproductive cells. It means that somatic cells, your body cells, do not undergo meiosis. Meiosis occurs only in your reproductive cells. Next major difference, it involves a single division resulting in the formation of two daughter cells. In mitosis, a single cell forms two daughter cells, right? But in case of meiosis, it is known as reductional division. It is known as reductional division, and here single cell forms two daughter cells which further form four haploid cells. Means the end product in case of meiosis is four haploid cells. When I say the word haploid, this word haploid means half the number of chromosomes. Remember, H for haploid and H for half. So in case of meiosis, the end product is four haploid cells which have half the number of chromosomes. But in mitosis, there is formation of two daughter cells. Next major difference, the number of chromosomes remain the same in the daughter cell. Means if this cell has 23 chromosomes, these cells will also have 23, and these cells will also have 23 chromosomes. But in case of meiosis, the chromosome number is reduced to half. So for example, if we have 46 chromosomes in this cell, the four cells which will be formed after complete meiosis will have 23 each. So the chromosome number from 46 have reduced to half, that is 23. But in case of mitosis, the number of chromosomes remain the same in the daughter cells. Let's move on to the second point. It involves a single division resulting in the formation of two daughter cells. But in case of meiosis, what happens? The division is reductional division, and four haploid cells are formed. Four haploid cells means half the number of chromosomes. H for haploid, remember H for half. So in the case of haploid cells, we have half number of chromosomes. Now we come to the next point. Daughter cells produced have the genetic makeup identical to parent cells. Means when we are talking about mitosis, what is going to happen? The identical daughter cells that are produced, they will have same genetic material, because there is no crossing over, there is no chiasmata formation. Supposing we consider the example of this chromosome. This is a replicated chromosome. As you can see, initially if we talk about one chromatid, it is like this. It has some DNA material in itself, I'll mark it with some other color. It has some DNA material, and when this replicates, the centromere is a single one. We have just a single centromere, but the DNA material which was present here gets replicated here. And whenever you're going to count the number of chromosomes, remember you have to just count the number of centromeres. This is also one chromosome, this is also one chromosome. But the DNA material, the genetic material which is present in this chromosome has replicated into this chromosome. So it is a replicated chromosome, right? But the number of chromosome is 1. This is also one chromosome, this is also single chromosome. Now what is initially going to happen in meiosis? When we talk about chromosomes, we have a pair of homologous chromosomes. Now what does this term homologous chromosomes mean? For example, this chromosome is from the mother, let me write it M. This chromosome is from father, okay. So here is the DNA in the chromosome, and you all know that gene is the segment of DNA which encodes for particular characteristic. So for example, in this case, this is the gene for the color of the eye, and here also we have a gene for the color of eye. What is going to happen? Since the locus, the point where the gene for the color of eye is present, it is same in both the chromosomes, means the point is same. This region is also encoding for the color of the eye, and in this case also this region is encoding for the color of the eye. The color of the eye may be different. For example, mother is encoding for a blue color of the eye and the father is encoding for red color of the eye. The color may be different, but the region that is encoding for the color of the eye is same. So what is going to happen? These type of chromosomes are known as homologous chromosomes. They are known as homologous chromosomes, right? So now we have homologous chromosomes. During meiosis, what is going to happen? There is going to be crossing over, means exchange of genetic material. So if we have chromosomes, they join at a certain point, and this is called a chiasmata. What is this region known as? It is known as chiasmata. And what is going to happen during crossing over? The exchange of genetic information is going to be there. So from this region of chiasmata, crossing over is going to happen, means exchange of genetic material, and this occurs only in case of meiosis. So in mitosis, there is no chiasmata formation or no crossing over, but in case of meiosis, we study crossing over and chiasmata formation. So you can make out when there is crossing over, the genetic material is exchanged. The 4 haploid cells that we have talked about will not have the same genetic information or the same genetic code. There will be variation in the genetic code. Why? Because in case of meiosis, there was crossing over between the homologous chromosomes, right? Next is, it is of short duration, but meiosis is of longer duration as compared to mitosis. No chiasmata formation or crossing over takes place, but as we have discussed in meiosis, there is chiasmata formation and crossing over takes place. The exchange of genetic material is there. So the 4 haploid cells that will be formed will have different genetic material. The exchange of genetic material does not take place between homologous chromosomes, but we have discussed that in case of meiosis, exchange of genetic material takes place between the homologous chromosomes. So now let us recall what we have discussed so far. We were discussing the differences between mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis occurs in both somatic and reproductive cells, and what is in the case of meiosis, it occurs only in the reproductive cells. What are reproductive cells? These are the cells, the germ-line cells which form the gametes in your body, like egg or ova in case of females and sperms in case of males. The second point of difference is it involves a single division resulting in the formation of 2 daughter cells. So in case of mitosis, 2 identical daughter cells are formed. But in case of meiosis, we talked about 4 haploid cells are formed which have half the number of chromosomes. For example, originally this cell had 46 chromosomes, but the haploid cells that are formed will have 23 chromosomes each. And remember the notion for this, H for haploid, H for half. You just have to reduce the number of chromosomes to half to get the haploid number of chromosomes. Next, daughter cells produced have the genetic makeup identical to parent cell. Now I have explained you why will they have the genetic makeup identical to parent cells, because in case of mitosis there is no crossing over, there is no chiasmata formation. But in case of meiosis, the homologous chromosomes, what are homologous chromosomes? The chromosomes which have same point or are encoding for the same gene. What is gene? Gene is a segment of DNA which is encoding for a particular characteristic. So these are homologous to each other, and when these homologous chromosomes come in contact, they form chiasmata region. What is this region? Where crossing over takes place. Okay, so the crossing over or chiasmata formation takes place in case of meiosis only. That is why the daughter cells produced do not have the same genetic makeup. They have different genes. They have different genetic makeup as compared to the parent cell. Okay, next, we have already discussed chromosome duplication is followed by a single nuclear division. So chromosomes are going to duplicate by a single nuclear division, but in case of meiosis we have two divisions. We have divided meiosis into meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. So the division occurs two times. There are two nuclear divisions in case of meiosis, right? So mitosis is a single nuclear division method, but in case of meiosis there are two divisions. We have meiosis 1 and we have meiosis 2. Then mitosis is of short duration and meiosis is of longer duration. No chiasmata formation or crossing over takes place, but in case of meiosis we have discussed that there is chiasmata formation and crossing over takes place between the homologous chromosomes, and the exchange of genetic material does not take place between homologous chromosomes. There is exchange of genetic material as this chiasmata region is formed where crossing over takes place, where exchange of genetic information takes place. So I hope that now this is very clear to you, all the points of difference between mitosis and meiosis and how you are going to explain this major difference between mitosis and meiosis. So let us recall both cells, somatic as well as reproductive, only reproductive cells. It involves single division, it involves two divisions, means we have meiosis 1 and we have meiosis 2. Then the number of chromosomes remain the same, means if we have 23 chromosomes, the daughter cells will also have 23 and 23 chromosomes. But in case of meiosis, if we have 46 chromosomes, the daughter cells, the 4 haploid cells, haploid means half, they'll have 23, 23, 23 and 23 chromosomes. So after this the chromosome duplication is followed by a single nuclear division, but in case of this meiosis, there are two types of divisions, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, I have already discussed. And daughter cells have the same genetic makeup, but due to crossing over, due to chiasmata formation, there will be what? Remember that the genetic makeup in all the 4 cells will be different as compared to the parent cell. Then it is of short duration, it is of longer duration, and we have already discussed how this chiasmata region is responsible for exchange of genetic material. This is also known as crossing over between the homologous chromosomes. So remember, mitosis is equational division. Why it is equational division? Because the daughter cells which are formed have equal number of chromosomes as the parent cell, but meiosis is which type of division? It is a reductional division, because the chromosome number at the end in these 4 cells becomes half. So mitosis is equational division and meiosis is reductional division. I hope now you'll be able to answer this question in the examination, the major differences between mitosis